What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. As always, I'm your host, Monty. I'm joined today by Nicki, the Egg Lord, and we are here to check out the brand new Deadpool 3 announcement by my personal man crush and gin connoisseur, gin entrepreneur, soccer team owner, and all-around great guy, Ryan Reynolds. And I'm really excited because I'm a huge Deadpool fan. And Nicki, I'm pretty sure you're a pretty big Deadpool fan, too.
I do. I am a fan of the movies. I'm not versed in the comics, but I do love the first two movies a lot.
Yeah, a little backstory about me. I've loved Deadpool since I was younger. I loved Deadpool since before it was cool to like Deadpool, and Marvel threw Deadpool in your face. I love the character. I love everything about him. I've wanted Ryan Reynolds to play this character even after X-Men Origins Wolverine, when they totally butchered the character. So this is one of my favorite film franchises. This is one of my favorite characters. This is one of my favorite actors. So I'm so excited to watch this. I have no idea what this is about, but I'm getting messages like crazy telling me to watch this thing. So I'm excited. You ready?
I'm ready. I just hope Chris Evans doesn't hear what you just said about him.
Don't start a fight between my two man crushes, okay? Let's promote healthy man crushes here, okay?
I'll try really hard.
Are you ready to watch this? I can't wait anymore. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, let's watch it. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, we're extremely sad to have missed D23, but we've been working very hard on the next Deadpool film for a good long while now.
I've had to really search my soul on this one.
His first appearance in the MCU obviously needs to feel special. We need to stay true to the character, find new depth, new motivation, new meaning.
Every Deadpool needs to stand out and stand apart. It's been an incredible challenge that has forced me to reach down deep inside.
And
He's taking a poop.
I have nothing. Yeah, it's just completely empty up here and terrifying. But we did have one idea.
Oh!
Hey Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
What? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, it's so cool seeing the Deadpool logo. Oh, okay. 9/6/2024. It's so cool seeing Marvel Studios above the Deadpool logo. Oh, wow. Before we talk about the big reveal, I just have to say, one, Ryan Reynolds, you're so handsome and you're so smart. I love you.
I agree.
But besides that, I love how he had like all of his products thrown throughout this video. Like you had the aviation gin, you had the Wrexham soccer team hat that he was wearing. You probably had Mint Mobile somewhere that I missed because I was too focused on his beautiful face. But we are getting Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. That's so exciting.
It's insane. I mean, hey, the Music Man is closing on Broadway soon, so he has to do something to fill his time.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, it is super exciting.
Yeah, you know that Hugh Jackman, it's hard for him to find work.
It's coming soon.
I love that.
That's so stupid,
I
but I
almost
love
wish they would have sung I Will Always Love Hugh instead of you.
That would have been so great. Like, I was tempted to sing along with it. I 100% would have sung it even more if they did that.
Oh my god, so... It's just, this is the kind of announcement I would want from Deadpool. I don't need a D23-like Deadpool announcement. This is what I want. This is the marketing that made Deadpool 1 and 2 a success. Continue to do this. Let Ryan Reynolds film these videos in his house, in a bathroom, in a porta potty.
Right.
I don't care. Let him continue to film these types of videos. And this has gotten me so... Like, this probably has me more hyped than the majority of the things they did at D23, because this just came out of nowhere.
Yes.
It's such interesting, like, guerrilla marketing tactic, because he just dropped this. It's like Deadpool update. The name of the video literally says Deadpool update, and Hugh Jackman casually walks by in the background. It's like, yeah, sure, Ryan.
Oh no, like, and I think that's the best. Like, that's just the best way to do this kind of announcement for Deadpool of all characters. I mean,
Yeah.
Isn't that like part of the production of the first movie? Is they were a little bit inhibited by their budget, and
Yes.
if anything, it worked in their favor. Like, you don't need a flashy spectacle to make this kind of an impact, and I think that works for the brand and just in the favor of the kind of impact it actually has on the fans.
This has my mind spinning right now because there's so much that they could possibly do. I mean, and in the grand scheme of the MCU, this is coming out in 2024. So this is coming out in almost 2 years, almost give or take, a little less than 2 years.
Yeah, very close. Like,
from
just,
now.
just a hair under.
So the 4 movies we're getting in 2024 right now, if I remember correctly, are this, the Thunderbolts, Captain America, and I can't remember the fourth one. Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That's going to be a monster year for the MCU. That might be my most anticipated year of the MCU so far because big Captain America fan, big Deadpool fan. I'm dying to see this MCU Fantastic Four film. And you have the Thunderbolts, which is full of fan favorite characters. That's nuts.
It's insane. And again, it's like you said, I think the fact that this wasn't announced along with everything else makes it hit that much harder. Because now it's so weird. Like, I mean, you're more the Marvel person than I am, but to think of it now in this framework of the same universe, to where, like, watching this, you're pointing out the MCU stuff, like, I'm still not fully, like, thinking about that yet, and the impacts and implications that's gonna have.
Well, I think this is smart, because if you're ever going to have Hugh Jackman be in the MCU as Wolverine, now is the absolute must-be-done time to get that.
Right.
Because we're in the Multiverse Saga. This is when this should be happening.
Right.
And it's perfect because you could have that send-off I mean, you can't get better than Logan. Logan is legitimately a perfect send-off for Hugh Jackman, the character. But if you're ever going to have Wolverine in the MCU, it must be now. It must be for if you're going to do a Deadpool movie, it has to be Deadpool 3. Set up an arc for him in this that leads into Secret Wars. Give him a 2-movie arc. The ultimate last send-off for Hugh Jackman. And after that, retire Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Because, one, you get Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on screen together. Their chemistry is amazing. Legitimately, like, some of the best chemistry between two people who are in so few movies together I have ever seen. You have them in the film together. You have Hugh Jackman in the MCU, and you have us kind of preparing ourselves to meet a new actor as Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Because after we get this, there's really nothing holding us back, because we have Hugh literally checked every box, every Wolverine box. So after we get Hugh Jackman in this, we could finally put his iteration of Wolverine to rest, and we could introduce a new Wolverine for the MCU proper in phase 6 or 7, hopefully it'll be the Mutant Saga, and we could really get to the meat and potatoes of that Wolverine with leaving this baggage behind us. But I think that this is such a cool opportunity to have that buddy cop Wolverine and Deadpool movie that a lot of people have wanted and that they've been kind of teasing since Ryan Reynolds was cast as Deadpool all of those years ago. Well, not cast, ever since Ryan Reynolds willed it into being that this Deadpool movie was made and turned his career around. And I'm just, as you can tell, I'm really excited.
And like everything you said is so on point with how interesting it would be to see his character's arc conclude in the MCU. And it's funny because I did just remember, because I just said earlier, like, oh, like, it's so weird thinking about it in terms of the MCU. We technically have kind of gotten like a feel for this already, because we had Patrick Stewart in Multiverse of Madness, so almost like over under, does he have anything to do with this movie? We had Kamala revealed as a mutant, so like it's been slightly teased in terms of, like you said, the mutant aspects of it.
And in Empire magazine, Tenoch Huerta just announced that, he just revealed that Namor is in fact a mutant in the MCU like he is in the comics. So we're building to something.
Right.
And I think what's cool about this is a movie like this leading into Secret Wars could kind of establish the Fox-Men universe, and a character like Wolverine could be left behind, or could be, this movie could do so many things. It could be, all right, one thing at a time. But like, we could leave Wolverine behind in Secret Wars and in this brand new Marvel universe. But a character like Deadpool is so cool because he is almost multiversal. In the comics, he's very well known for breaking the fourth wall. So he knows that he is in a comic book. He knows about other universes. He knows about these things. So it would be interesting when if after Secret Wars, the Marvel Universe does get reset, and we do have this new universe with all these characters coexisting together. It would be cool if Deadpool is kind of that one character that references everything that's happened across all the different multiverses. I think that would be cool. It's also cool because this movie, while a lot of people may think it's not that big a deal or it's a small film, it's like a buddy cop road trip movie that they kind of teased before Fox was bought by Marvel. It could also be something that leads us into the Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, because this movie could be about, you know, an incursion happening on the Fox X-Men planet, and Wolverine and Deadpool have to try and figure it out, but they can't save their world in time, and they get transported, and the movie ends with them kind of disappearing, and they reappear in Secret Wars on Battle World. And you know, you could do so many things, and I know I'm talking a lot and I'm throwing a lot of things at you, but it's just such a cool idea. And it's just the perfect time. It's literally now or never. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they jumped on this and they kept it a secret for this long is just kudos to them, because this is really cool. And it opens us up to a lot of things. Like, it's interesting because Ryan was wearing the Deadpool 2 costume in this. Mm-hmm. The one from the end of the movie, the dirty one that's all dirty. And mm-hmm. It's blue, it's gray, it's black. It could be considered like a gray and black suit, very similar to his X-Force suit. Let me go back to the still of him on the toilet. Wow, I literally got to that, and that looked.
You willed that into existence.
If I look that to me, like exactly like that I believe that's an X-Force comic. So are they teasing the inclusion of X-Force? Are we going to see Hugh Jackman in a suit? I hope so.
I hope the team doesn't all die this time.
No, I think we might be getting like an X-Force proper, because you're gonna have Domino, you're gonna have Wolverine now, you're gonna have Deadpool. So three of the main X-Force characters from the comic books. Oh, this is going to be such a cool movie.
That also brings to question something else I'm wondering, because I know with it going to Disney, a lot of people were worried, oh, is it going to be PG-13 now? Or are we going to lose the comedic tone? So it's obviously they're going to make it fit within the MCU, but how do you feel of it as an installment of what is technically the Deadpool trilogy?
I think we're going to be fine. I think Kevin Feige, I think they already talked about this, and I think they already said that they're going to let Deadpool be Deadpool. Mm-hmm. You know, and
which it has to be.
Listen, there's 2 movies already. If you're going to see a Deadpool movie, parents, kids, you should know what movie you're going to see by now. I mean, they released that PG-13 version of Deadpool 2 for kids, which is still pushing it a little bit, but I think that the MCU knows what they're doing. I think they understand the character. I mean, look at the last 3 or 4 shows we have. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, leading us into Werewolf by Night. Look at how different those shows feel. Mm-hmm. I think they know we're going to let the characters be the characters, and we're going to let those characters dictate the tone and feel and vibe of their projects. Mm-hmm. And I think they know well enough to let Deadpool be Deadpool. And if they don't, then that's a huge mistake. But I have a ton of faith that they're going to let Deadpool be Deadpool.
In Feige we trust.
In Feige we trust. In Ryan Reynolds I trust. In Hugh Jackman as the Music Man as Wolverine I trust. This is so cool. This 1 minute and 20-second clip of Ryan Reynolds taking a poop, for the most part, and just thinking, has me so excited and has my brain racing with all the different things they could do and how this could affect the MCU as a whole. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm really excited. If this was the first piece of Deadpool in the MCU, you nailed it. Congratulations, guys. I love how Ryan Reynolds took the lead on this. He released all this. It's on his... We're literally watching it on his YouTube page right now. Mm-hmm. I checked Marvel's for the video. I don't even think it was on Marvel's yet.
I was gonna say, Ryan Reynolds, smart businessman, honestly.
So good. I mean, guys, I'm sure I will think of 100 more theories, and we'll do a full breakdown on this later, or we'll talk about it at some point. But wow, yeah, I think that this movie is not only going to be huge for Deadpool and Wolverine fans, I think this movie is going to be very important to the MCU going forward, and to the Multiverse Saga, because hey, we only have 3 years left, less than 3 years to see Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars. Mm-hmm. We got to start moving.
Yeah.
And in a year that gives us this and Fantastic Four, I think this is going to be a building block to that Multiverse Saga.
I mean, I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, they're releasing like 3-4 movies every year now, and that's not even including the shows anymore.
Absolutely.
I think they're going to build a lot in between these next few years.
But for all fans of the MCU, I will say keep an eye on this movie because I think it's going to be a lot bigger than people expect it to be. I think it's going to be a lot more interconnected than people will expect it to be, just not in the ways that we think. You know, we think of interconnectivity as reference.
Or Avengers. Everything has to cross over in one movie.
I think this may have some really positive interconnectivity. So I'm excited. I got nothing left to say. Do you have anything else that you want to touch on?
Not too much. Like I said, I love the first two movies. I was a little bit late to the party on them, and I regret waiting so long to see the first one. I didn't see it until the week before Deadpool 2 came out, and so that was 2 years wasted. But they're amazing. The little bit I do know about the lore is, I do like Gwenpool. Maybe she'll show up at some point.
We got so many things to get to first. Maybe.
But she's also really cute.
Maybe sure. There's also Lady Deadpool. There's also Headpool, which is just Deadpool's head.
That I actually was not aware of.
Yeah. Oh, there's dozens and dozens of different Deadpools. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
If we want a Deadpool Force movie where it's just a bunch of different Deadpools, we will get that. You know what would be cool? Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool.
That would be really good casting. Like, even just her on her own, not even thinking about Ryan Reynolds, that would be ingenious casting.
If we're gonna see all the different variants of Deadpool in the Multiverse Saga, give us Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool. You heard it here first. I'm willing it into existence. I got your back, Ryan. I'm looking out for you. Number one. You're my boy. Blake Lively as Deadpool. Don't bring Chris into this. We're on a break. Wow. Confirmed.
I need to hear the hot goss on that now.
We're taking a break. We just needed. We spent so many years together. We had 11 years. We're just taking a minute to reevaluate. But Ryan, you're doing good.
If you guys want to know the way to Monty's heart, it's be Chris Evans or Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, just be one of them. Just be one of the two of them, and you'll got me. But I think that's it.
I think that's it. There's not too much to say, but there's also too much to say.
Exactly. So I think we just ended here.
Sounds good.
All right. Nikki, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at @GlordNikki.
And you guys can find me here on the MontyVerse all the time. At Instagram, at the MontyVerse, Twitter, at the MontyVerse, Facebook, at the MontyVerse. If you liked the video, give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell because we have tons of content coming out all the time. We have Power Ranger reactions, we have She-Hulk reactions, we have video essays, we have character bios. So stay tuned for all of that and more. And until next time, guys, stay versed.